Hi guys, back on the Sha Show. I'm with Mo again. So after we gave you the preview of the Week 10 fixtures, we're here to give you the review of EPL Week 10 fixtures. I'm sure you remember our predictions. So you tell me what you think about predictions. I was pretty close. I think the only team that messed me up was Leicester City.
Yeah.
Right. And I thought Man U were going to draw, but Man U won. So that was pretty close. And which ones did you not get?
I felt that Chelsea was going to be a closer game. It was not going to have 4-3 goals.
Yeah.
I got that wrong.
Yeah, I remember saying that Chelsea were going to score. We're going to win with 2 clear goals.
Yeah, but I also felt that I also thought that Brentford were going to give Newcastle more of a challenge than they did. So that was also shocking to see Brentford lose by 4 goals. But yeah, Spurs Brighton. That was a very interesting game for me because I thought that.
So let's take it from the top. Yeah. Let's take it from the top. So the Newcastle Brentford game, 5-1. Like I thought Newcastle were going to win, but I didn't think the scoreline was going to be that huge. What does that say? For me, that tells me that Eddie Howe. I've always treated Eddie Howe as a manager, and that team, he's doing a marvelous job with that team. He's doing a marvelous, fantastic job with that team.
If you look at Newcastle side, how many players were in the same Newcastle team that was almost getting relegated last season? A lot of them. Like when you look at the people that have been brought in, aside Bruno Guimaraes, and he really should be given a lot of credit because he's doing an amazing job in that squad. I rated it now as well. It was a great result for them.
Bournemouth Leicester 2-1. What in the name of God is going on with Leicester City? Leicester City, what is happening to Leicester City? I mean, people keep talking about how they had not signed players and the manager needed players and all of that, and it just doesn't. It's just not enough, is it?
It's I think at this point the coach has to start taking a lot of blame, and I think at this point Brendan Rodgers should get the sack because that Leicester
it's coming. It has to come.
That Leicester City team is better than what they are
Absolutely.
They are doing right now. I mean, like with or without signings, you cannot tell me that Leicester City should be anywhere around the bottom of the league because with or without signings, these guys, when you're speaking about players, they are par with a lot of teams in that league. So,
Leicester is the squad is a top 10 squad.
I look at Bournemouth as a team that Bournemouth is one of my candidates for relegation, and for them to beat Leicester, it shows just how bad that Leicester City team is.
Absolutely.
And I think
you remember the time they lost. You remember the time they lost to Chelsea, when we went 1 man down. Also, man, and that team was not great by any by any chance. You know, that Chelsea team wasn't great. You know, that's when I knew they're going to be in a lot of problems this season. Man City Southampton, I said 4-1, they did 4-0. I mean, what can you say about Guardiola and his machine? Nah.
Absolutely nothing. I really do not even want to comment about that one because it's cliche. It's something that was always going to happen.
It was bound.
It was not even a prediction. It was bound to happen.
That was easy. You know, Chelsea Wolves. You know, I said Chelsea were going to win by 2 clear goals, and you said we were going to draw. I think maybe what you did not take into consideration just how bad Wolves have been this season. They have not been great by any sort of imagination. They don't have a clear goal scorer. Diego Costa is way past it at this point. Yeah, Juan Hichan, okay, he's all right. Raul Jimenez is injured, I believe.
But I you know, one of the beautiful things about the Premier League is looking at the forms of teams, and not just the form, but the way teams have always matched up. You know that Wolves has always been a difficult game for Chelsea. as far as I'm concerned, for the last couple of seasons. It's always been very, very interesting when Wolves play Chelsea. So I was expecting something a bit more competitive, but kudos to Chelsea and the new coach. He rotated the team and the team did absolutely well. I saw a lot of fantastic performances. Conor Gallagher was great. Pulisic was good.
Mount was brilliant.
But Broha was also really, really good. I liked great goal, composed and everything. So Chelsea are looking good at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, as a Chelsea fan, I was excited because for the longest time, Chelsea's biggest problem is putting the ball in the back of the net and getting strikers and forwards to actually score. And for the first half, it was always looking as if we were going to have the same problem until Mason Mount chipped that ball into the box and Havertz. That's just a brilliant header. I mean, that's not power.
I never thought that Havertz
just
would be
deep in the shot,
shreds in the air, but he's something. Trust me.
Yeah, he has the height. He has everything for it.
Something. He is.
He has everything for it. Brilliant. And then, I mean, when I saw the team being rotated so heavily, I was worried because I thought, I was thinking the manager should give the team the chance to progress with,
Yeah.
But it didn't seem to affect anything. Armando Broja just reminded me of Diego Costa. The way he took that goal, caught him, strength, power.
I think
put it in the bottom corner. That was the kind of things that Diego Costa in his heyday. Diego Costa played that match.
Yeah.
You see the ovation he got at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Chelsea fans were just going Diego as he was walking around. Shaking the Chelsea fans. I mean, brilliant servant for the club. Amazing guy. I mean, it was good to see him back at the bridge. I mean, I'm just excited because Mason Mount looks like he's back again. That was one player I didn't understand what he had been doing for the start of the season. But yeah, we have to move on from that. Moving on from that, Tottenham Hotspur Brighton. I said Tottenham are not going to win this one. Yes, I said Tottenham are not going to win this one, but they won it. Thanks to
and I said they were going to win.
Yeah, Harry Kane goal. Yeah, but they just about got away with it. Brighton put them under a whole lot of pressure.
Yeah, but one of the things that I knew was that because of the form, there's some managers that would demand the highest from their players. Anthony Conte is very, very passionate. He drives that team. He grinds out results. So, given the form of Tottenham in their past few games hasn't been so great, I kind of just felt like they were going to edge it because of how deep they were going to fight to get that result. Coupled with the fact that they lost one of their backroom staff some hours before the game. So there was a lot of emotions and passion that was being brought into the pitch.
Yeah, that's true.
So I saw something from Spurs. I still feel that Spurs are a bit not so close to the top of the table, but they are a very, very decent side, and they'll be a nuisance.
Yes. Okay. So, for me, I think that this Spurs team I don't think they make top for the season. I honestly don't think they make top for the season if they keep playing the way they are playing. Why do I say so? I'm saying so because you are playing against Brighton and you're putting 8-9 men behind the ball, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
And it looked as if Brighton could have found the goal in the last minutes. Yeah.
Yes.
That is. I don't see that as a team that can consistently pick up results. I don't see it. I mean, this Spurs team is good enough to play on the front foot.
Yeah.
They're good enough.
But like I said again, there's
Son,
an issue in the midfield.
Kane, Kulusevski, the guy from Inter, what's his name? Ivan Perisic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said there's an issue in the midfield. I agree, but still, I mean, they should still be more dominant when they are playing the team like Brighton.
I honestly don't think Spurs mixed up.
No, I don't think.
If Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man U play, they will continue to pick up results the way they are doing. It's going to be very difficult for Spurs to get.
Yeah.
And Liverpool as well.
Yeah. West Ham, Fulham, London Derby. I always thought, like you said in the preview, the better team was going to win in this. Plus West Ham were at home.
Yeah.
West Ham pick up 3 points. Fulham, my team that would always be favorites for relegation, anyways. So that's that for that. Crystal Palace Leeds. thought that was going to be did I say it was going to? I thought I said we were going to.
Crystal Palace, yeah, you did.
Yeah. Just simply because we are home against Leeds, and I mean those are two very tricky sides. Anybody coming up against Crystal Palace and Leeds this season, if you are not careful, man, they go run the streets, you know. And I just thought because Palace were at home, they're going to win that.
Yeah.
Now the game of the weekend, Arsenal, Liverpool, we're going to take a little more time to discuss this one. What do you think about Arsenal? This Arsenal team at the start of the season, I just thought, normal Arsenal initial grad, they will soon find in there for one more. Arsenal are looking like they're serious. They're looking serious. They're looking dangerous. Yeah.
What I see with Arsenal is a fantastic team, growing, maturing, losing goals, and still believing that they can win that game. Usually, what you're used to with Arsenal is they start off, they do great, they score, you score them, and then everything capitulates. They lose their heads. Xhaka gets a red card, but these Arsenal are calm. They have bought into the system, and everybody is doing what they believe. They believe so much in the coach. They believe so much in the system, and they are playing so well.
Arteta is getting beautiful technical football out of those guys. Those guys, if there's one thing about them, like you said about Guardiola telling his players in all or nothing, that he will not forgive him for not wanting to go after the ball. These Arsenal players are hungry for the ball. Out of possession, they want the ball. In possession, they want the ball. Everybody wants to be on the ball. You know, when Jesus, brilliant. Who scored the first goal for Arsenal? It's keeping my memory now. Who scored the first goal?
I honestly can't remember who scored the first goal, but I think you can check.
Yes.
Okay. I think
Martinelli, yes.
Martinelli scored. Saka scored twice. This is what I believe, or what I saw in that game. I saw Arsenal literally bully Liverpool.
Yeah.
What I mean by bully was they were all over Liverpool. Liverpool got some good breaks, yes, but in the second half I didn't see anything from Liverpool. They scored against the run of play. But my issue for
Darwin's goal was off the run of play. Firmino's goal was basically the same thing.
My issue with Liverpool is you're not going to win games if you keep conceding more chances than you create. There's something wrong with the chemistry of that team. They're not defending properly. The positioning of the players is wrong. It's not working. I believe that at some point a coach needs to understand that, look, it's not working right now. Let's try to go back to the basics. Let's be solid. Let's try to go into games and realize, because in normal Liverpool, they don't care losing chances, knowing that they can win. Knowing that they can win, I can win 3. If you score me twice, I'll score you 3 times. But right now, you're not getting the goals. It's not working up top. That's what people don't understand. A lot of people are also speaking about, they can't defend. But their attacking has been poor. Look at Salah. Salah looked lost yesterday. In the game yesterday, he looked like he wasn't in the game. So now you have Trent Alexander-Arnold injured. You have Diaz injured. I think he has a knee problem. That's a problem.
Let me catch you, Trent. Arsenal exploited Trent's position. So Martinelli made a mess of him that much.
Yeah.
Right? And when Brummels came in, that area looked solid. At this point, I'm thinking, Trent is an attacking threat. Why don't we just move him to midfield? I mean, at some point, somebody has to think about moving Trent into midfield. I don't think he's not particularly great defensively. I mean, Van Dijk has been poor this season. What do you think about Trent moving into midfield?
Well, with the assets of a player like Trent, I believe that it's difficult for me to believe that he started off his career as a right back. Trent has all the makings of a right center midfielder who plays ahead of the DM and just whips in those amazing balls in for the attacker. He's gonna be superb if you put him in midfield. It's gonna take away the defensive stress on him and allow that guy to play, because his passing, his crossing, his free kicks, everything that comes out of Trent's boots is almost equivalent to what De Bruyne brings.
Absolutely.
It's almost, so why don't you play him in midfield?
Why don't you play him in midfield, you know?
It's something I don't understand. But I mean, the issues are beyond Trent. The issue is you go to Arsenal and you play Arsenal 4-2-3-1. And the two midfielders are Thiago and Henderson. Thiago is not going to do any defending. He's great on the ball, but he's a liability when he's off the ball.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
Henderson is a lot more energetic, but Henderson does not give you the defensive cover that Fabinho brings in. So I feel like that loss, as much as we can blame the players, Klopp got his lineup wrong. Fabinho should have been.
Do you think Klopp will get sacked at this point?
It's gonna be very difficult for them to sack Klopp because of all he has done for the football club. You have to also remember that there are some coaches that have gone beyond. They have ascertained a role that is a little bit more difficult to sack. I give you an example. Arsene Wenger. It was way more difficult for them to sack Arsene Wenger. So I believe that Klopp will get time. Klopp might get the whole season.
Possibly.
He might get the whole season.
I think if he keeps Liverpool in top 4, he stays. If he doesn't keep Liverpool in top 4, he almost certainly is going, you know. But then Man U Everton, your team, quite excited when it will be put that beautiful corner in past the year. I mean, I saw how frustrated you were once, but Man U grew into the game, quickly equalized with Anthony. Brilliant counters. Stole the ball off Idrissa, right?
Yeah, okay.
One pass in, it was in, called the ball around Jordan Pickford. And then Cristiano Ronaldo, still the man, still a star, I mean, if there is one footballer in the world, one-on-one, any day, anytime, Cristiano Ronaldo has to be the man, you know? And he showed it again. Thankfully, I mean, it's almost time for Man U that Martial had to go get injured, you know, because I mean, I don't think he puts any other Man U player in that position, you know, coming in from the left wing in the corner, and I don't think they scored that goal.
Yeah,
Ronaldo showed his class, you know. I mean, that was.
He's the best goal scorer in Manchester United by a mile. You understand? The conversation about pressing. He presses to the best of his ability. And if there's one person that you can forgive for not pressing, it's your striker.
Of course, yeah.
So everywhere around the team structure, I feel like
does Martial press?
Yeah. So I feel
like
like
Martial press?
No, really.
Not really. He's not even pressing.
So I feel like Manchester United are growing gradually. They are not there yet.
I don't think
they will stumble along the way, but I see this Manchester United and I see a lot of progression. I see now players wanting to play. Before, everyone was running away from the ball because you did not want to be the headline on Monday morning. But I'm seeing a lot of players bold enough. You're seeing Anthony. Anthony has done fantastic since he came to the club. He has scored 3 goals in his first 3 games. Amazing. Bruno is looking good. But Rashford, I don't know what's going on with Rashford at the moment. Rashford is just too sluggish. Too slow to get to the ball. Too slow to press. His touch is terrible. Once he gets to his leg, he loses the ball. Rashford for now should be on the bench. and Elanga should play.
So, as Nigerians, what do you think? What do you feel about the Iwobi's performance yesterday? It was
doing well in everything.
But sometimes I thought he lost the ball a little too easily.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
The position that Frank Lampard is playing him in right now, bringing the best out of him.
Yeah, just in midfield, just picking out the passes. I mean, he lost one or two passes.
Yeah.
But he looks rejuvenated.
Yeah.
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 But Everton stopped playing after they scored. They stopped playing, to be honest. They didn't test Man U at all.
They just were not pressing enough, you know. They were not just pressing enough, and I felt like if they had put Man U under enough pressure, players like Onana in the midfield, put Man U under enough pressure, maybe, you know. But they just were just afraid.
Casemiro did very well as well. Yeah, we also had to make. He was the one who created the goal for
Ronaldo. Yes.
He was the one who stole the ball of Gay and put it through for Martial to lay off to Anthony.
Yeah.
So he did well.
Alright, so there's one game at the time where we're shooting this, we have not the game against Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa has in common. Nottingham Forest at home. What do you think about that fixture? I know we would have predicted that already, but what do you think about the fixture right now?
I think the way it's looking, Aston Villa, I see Aston Villa just edging that.
Yes, I think Aston Villa will win back 2-1. Nottingham Forest are going down. Sorry, I mean, shout out to Taiwo Awoniyi, we are Nigerians. But we think your team is going down. There's just not enough quality in that side. Yeah. Plus, Steven Gerrard's team has good players.
So I feel like the quality will win.
Yeah, Oli Watkins, Diego Carlos, you know, guys
like Villa is actually
Martinez, fantastic goalkeeper, Ezri Konsa, you know.
Aston Villa is a really good team.
Yeah, it's a good team. So I expect Villa should get an away win, even if they're not been very good this season. But I feel they win this one. So thank you very much for watching. Leave your comments, like, and subscribe. See you next week for our next preview. Have a great time. Ciao. Bo.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sharing this moment with us to share our views on football, and we'll keep entertaining you guys. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
What's your social media handle? In case they want to follow you.
Ash Baka on Instagram.
And I'm back at Sharp 5 on Instagram. Yeah. Alright. Take care. Have